Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Wednesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so daily chart, and we're still compressing on the daily. But the nice part about the compression is we're compressing in really wide ranges. So, for example, yesterday in RTH, we did basically 20 up and 20 back. So it's giving you more than enough elbow room to get done whatever you need to get done intraday. I would be very cautious about trying to pick a direction here on longer term time frames. The reality of this compression is when it moves, it's going to be a heck of a move. It'll go farther and longer than anybody expects. There'll be a ton of opportunity to ride that trend. There will be tons of pain for those who fight it. And there's no reason to attempt to anticipate its direction. There's no upside in that. Typically, these things happen with a head fake to one side and a resolution to the downside. Decent example right here: head fake up, and we got the move down. It happens fairly consistently over time. All-time highs, band ride. This one was a head fake down on November the 16th, and then we ended up doing the band ride up for, that's the one that crushed all the shorts. It ended up being, basically two band rides. So don't anticipate direction. In the room, we're just trading. We're trading the 5-10 handles in front of us, and we're not really worrying about anything else. The markets allowed you to put in some solid days. It was a little whippy yesterday. A lot of that had to do with the news flow. But we were able to put in 14 yesterday, put in nearly 20 on Monday. So it's been a very solid week. It's already been a very solid May. We're well over the monthly goal, and it's May the 9th. So, we continue to be able to do the business and hit the goals that we need to hit every day. The treacherous part of this tape is if you get ideological and say, okay, you know what, ABC's happening in the world, the market's got to go down. I mean, how in the world are we ever going to go up with Iran this? And don't fall into that trap. Trade price, understand risk, trade the 5-10 handles in front of you, and the rest will take care of itself. When you start playing amateur political analyst or amateur economist or amateur anything else, your eyes are no longer focused on price. Your eyes are focused on other things, and you're not going to see support or resistance for what it is, support and resistance. So on the hourly chart, we've been compressing now. We compressed throughout the day. You can see a little bit of the head fake. They whipped them up, they whipped them back down, then they took it higher in the overnight. I'll be interested to see if we come back and test this hourly mid-band at 71, and if we do, what the impact of that's going to be. They had a very difficult time getting over the daily pivot yesterday. In fact, they couldn't do it. You've still got the weekly pivot and monthly pivot down here, 38 to 45. They've yet to be challenged this week, and maybe they aren't going to be challenged this week because what you're seeing is compression and the potential for resolution. Now, this upside resolution is going to have to carry through into the regular session. If it does, then you start to get into areas like, 82.5, and once you get above there, then we really are looking at the reality of testing the upper band, which isn't all that far away if you think about it, at 2709.73. And what the market does there, remains to be seen. As the bands tighten, you're going to see these things. Upper band, middle band, lower band, middle band. What's next? Well, we know what's next. It's just been really whippy to try to get there. But as long as the bears demonstrate an inability to get through daily pivot today, and an inability to get through hourly midband, and no desire at all to test weekly pivot, then it's just a matter of time before we drift up and deal with the upper level. Okay, everybody have a fantastic day. I'll be out on social later. The webinar is not going to be today. I'm going to do a subscriber webinar today. The public webinar will be next Wednesday. Topic to be determined. So I apologize for the inconvenience. I haven't been promoting it because I wasn't quite sure if I was going to have a topic together in time. So we will reconvene next Wednesday, 4:15, for a webinar, and I'll figure out what the topic is going to be today. I think it's going to be basically where we've come from in 2018 and where we're headed. It's time I get everybody out and have you guys sit down with me for about an hour on all the charts, and we talk about where I think we're headed for the summer. All right, take care, everybody. Talk to you soon. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade 'em well.